Yes, child.
Hello, may I speak to Aunt Elliot?
Honey, yes. Hold on a second. Let me make sure I tell David to put that there. You turning kind of wide, bitch. So did Leo come by himself?
No, honey, he came with the family and some little boy named Hugo or something.
Probably his grandson.
Yeah, now he speaks great English.
Yeah, because that little dude.
So listen, what's the total? Like 868 or 870 or something?
Say that again.
What was the total? 870? Is that what it is?
Hey, I don't know. The paint was seven something. That stuff was 108. Shit, I gave the bitch the receipts.
Girl, I can't stand you. What time does it say you're gonna get there?
It says I'm 42 minutes away. I don't know if you'll get there before me or
Oh,
not.
I'm definitely gonna get there before you because you know I live in town, so I'm only 30 minutes away.
No, girl, you're going to Duluth. You're not in
Girl,
fucking town.
I know where I'm going. I live in town.
You have to go up 80, up 20 to get to 285,
I know which way I got to go, but I live in town.
and then
But I live in town. You're missing that point.
that ain't got shit to do with it.
Well, that's why you are an extra 15 minutes further than I am.
No, I'm not. How many minutes does it take for you?
30.
That's a
Uh-huh.
lie.
Yeah, I see that adding and subtracting paid you off in school. Ah! Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. We are talking to the top of our lungs because we are no longer where? In Paris, France. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between.
Here you go.
I thought Aunt Elliot, aka Agnes, was gonna ride with me today because you all were asking yesterday, you know, if where's the family? You know, Jack is working today. She has a little government job, aka not really, but she is working now.
Oh, so shady.
I won't tell the
Well,
people.
I can't fucking ride with you because you got to put shit in my car.
Yeah, I know, that's right. I wasn't thinking about that.
You never thinking.
Well, I thought you were gonna come to the house though.
Why? That's backtracking.
I mean, like after or something.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna have your stools. I gotta bring them to the house.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, shit, it's so dumb.
I forgot all about it. Listen, I got so much going on.
Well, honey, Paris done made you stupid. She's slow.
Listen, I have a lot on my mind and a lot on my plate. Amen. What's up, Chi Chi?
Girl, honey, I gotta stop and get me a snack at Wendy's, a potato.
Well, see, I was thinking we were gonna get a little lunch or something after. All I had was a
Well,
green.
I need but Craig, it's 10:35. I'm usually had a snack by 9:30.
Well, girl, that's why you built like a potato now. You don't need.
I know you're not talking.
You don't need.
It used to be a Samu wrestler.
I used to be what?
Used to be a Samu. What is it, Samu? What is it called?
Yeah, I'm trying to help. What are you trying to say?
Them fucking Asian wrestlers. What are they called?
Sumo. It's
Samu.
called
sumo.
A
Sumo. What the fuck? A wrestler.
Girl, I gave you a couple points for being able to add and subtract, and girl, then you said that shit.
Now, I may fuck up a word here and there, but I can add math bit.
Oh, yeah, you definitely gonna fuck up some words. Huh?
I'm gonna fuck up a word. Huh? Ain't no shame in that.
Okay.
I said them bitches at Microsoft, I'll fuck it up. Now, I'll correct it, but you're gonna have to pronounce it because I'm gonna fuck it up.
Now, what are we gonna eat, though?
I don't know, Craig. That's up in Duluth.
That's what I'm thinking. Is there something over that way that we can eat?
You talking about some lunch. I don't know much about Duluth. Then it's on Breckenridge, which is off of Peachtree Industrial, going up toward that no man's land. Right. Where them warehouses at.
Right.
Why did they bring that shit down to the store?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Shit.
I'm glad you sent me that because I just knew it was at the store.
Yeah, I knew you did. That's why I said, let me send this bitch the address.
Yeah, because I would have been at the store. Bitch, where are you?
Alicia, don't worry about where we going. She talking about she wasn't gonna watch for 6 weeks. She thought I was still gonna be gone in Paris. Now she can talk about, well, where are we going? No, girl, you're supposed to be logging out because you said you ain't watching for 6 weeks.
She said she wasn't watching nothing because she was in Paris for 6 weeks.
She said she wasn't gonna watch the live for 6 weeks because I was just rounding these. Like it was actually like 38 days. that I was gone. So yeah. So anyway, well, I'll see you in. Well, what does your GPS say?
I told you 42 minutes. I'm almost 285.
Girl, I'll be there in 25. All right, so I'll see you.
No, you will not.
Girl, yes.
No, you will not.
Yeah,
girl, when you get to the top of 285, ground that by Tucker, you're going to come to a standstill.
Girl, I'm about to send you a screenshot of what the GPS says.
I don't give a fuck what GPS says. I know the traffic.
Here she go. Here you go, Alicia. See you in an hour and 38 minutes. You know what?
At least you know you got your works.
Okay. But all right, well, I'll see you momentarily. Think of something we can eat over there, okay?
No, you I told you. My mind is I got shit going on in my house and I'm hungry.
Are you done, Agnes?
No.
And you know what else I want us to do? You know what I want us to do?
Here she go. What is it?
I already messaged Scott this morning because she's up when the roosters crow. So
yeah, she don't go to sleep.
Right. So I'm still jet lagged. So I messaged him this morning because I saw him commenting on something. I said, "Hey girl, I want us to go and see what's that new Ava DuVernay movie?"
She got a new movie?
She got a new movie. It's coming out December 8th, and I want us to go.
Is it a black
movie? It's a black movie. Ava DuVernay only makes black stuff, like me.
Really?
That's right. What is it called?
She's a filmographer now.
What is it called? I'm a what?
Filmographer.
A filmographer?
Filmographer.
Oh, a filmographer. Girl, get them marbles out your mouth, girl.
You get that fucking phone checked. I said it properly.
I'm trying to figure out what the name of that movie is. What's the name of that movie, y'all?
Don't nobody know about it but you.
I heard it's good.
Oh, is it the one that displayed at the Sundance Festival?
Well, no, they just had a screening last night in Lincoln Center in New York. It's called Origin. Yes, thank you, Stacy. It's called Origin. I heard it is good.
Well, I know what you're talking about now. She won some award at the Sundance Film Festival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie.
I want y'all to go see it now because we got to talk about this. Now, Aunt Elliot, let me get off this phone with you so I can talk to the people.
Yeah, you tell the people I said good morning.
Girl, they can hear you. They can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig TheWriter Stewart, and this is the Facebook and YouTube live versions. Hit the like button. Of so much to say. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Amen. Amen. I want y'all to go see Origin for real. I think it's gonna be a great movie. You guys know how I feel about Ava DuVernay, how I feel about her work. I think that it's gonna be really good. And my girl Anjanou Ellis is in it. You know who Anjanou Ellis is in? Who Anjanou Ellis is? My girl who was in Venus and King Richard, Venus and Serena's mother. She played Venus and Serena's mother. I want y'all to go see it, niece. I think it's gonna be really good. Niece. I already said good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and drink. Well, niece, I said it again, Rita. Okay, you already said that. Well, you already smoked a pack of cigarettes, but you still on them. What's up, Don Whiteside? But listen, I didn't really get to delve into Rustin on Netflix the way I wanted to. Oh, yeah, she also played the Clark sisters' mother on the Clark sister movie. That's my girl. She bad. Anyway, so I didn't really get to delve into Rustin the way that I wanted to, because, Keon came up with all that foolishness that he be talking about. Talking about spinning the block. He want to get some coochie. He been having a taste of his mouth. Shut up. You don't sit down and go and pick up some calamari from somewhere. But anyway, and no, I'm not comparing vagina to calamari or fish, so don't be messaging me saying that. That's not what I'm saying. So here's the thing. What was really impactful, somebody said it in the comments yesterday. Coleman Domingo played Rustin. I think he's a brilliant actor too. What somebody said in the comments yesterday that they thought it was good. They thought it was good overall, but they wished they had explored his early life. And I agree. I wish that they had shown him as a child, show him, where did he grow up? I don't know where he's from. Like, where did he grow up? They may have said that in the movie, but I think they should have really pressed in on that. Also, the thing that I wanted to share with you guys was, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure some of you noticed it, but Michelle and Barack Obama executive produced it because Higher Ground, I think it's called Higher Ground, is their production company. So I thought that was really great that they came together and did that. And so, see, this is what I be trying to say to you all sometimes. Why can't Tyler Perry sometimes produce some of these classics and do some of these stories like this? Why we got to have, why he can't give somebody some money like me to produce something meaningful? Huh? I'm just asking. So anyway, what I have said, and I did say this last night, the reason why I always say that Black queer people save the Black community is because we have been at the forefront and on the front line of every major movement in this country. Black Lives Matter, 2 queer women started that, Black queer women. The Civil Rights Movement, you saw Bayard Rustin. He organized, baby, if he hadn't organized that, you wouldn't be able to get on the bus today. Amen? We would not be able to get on the bus today. If you watch that movie, and I've been sharing that with you guys for a while, I need to watch that Tyler Perry documentary. I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to watch it. Because it's a documentary. It's not written by him. So, if Bayard Rustin hadn't existed, we wouldn't be able to get on the bus. That March on Washington would have never happened. Because see, well, I'm gonna tell you one thing about the gays. We're gonna think big. We're gonna think on a bigger scale. And like while Dr. King and all them other ones, Adam Clayton Powell and all them other people, they didn't want to think that big. They thought it was too big and it was just too, no, we don't need to do that. Like, he had a bigger vision. He had a bigger vision. And so to think that Black queer people have been at the forefront of every major movement, the HIV/AIDS movement, where a lot of Black folks at the time and still today thought that HIV/AIDS was a gay disease, and at that time thought that HIV/AIDS was a gay white man's disease. But it was Black queer people that got out there and came to those Black churches and really got the word out in the Black community to save your life. To tell you, girl, this is not just affecting white gay men, girl. When we don't give people the luxury of living their truth, hit the like button, niece, hit the share button. We don't give people the luxury of living their authentic life. They feel like they gotta hide and sneak and cheat and have a woman on the side, have a girlfriend or a wife on the side. So that Adam Clayton Powell, oh my God, he was something. And he was so adamant about trying to expose Bayard for that foolishness that he did in that park in Philadelphia. Out there having indecent sex outside in the public. But that didn't take away from his vision, that man's vision. That didn't take away from that man's vision. He was a visionary. He was ahead of his time. And white folks from that time didn't like him because they knew he was the mastermind behind it. And that's why they labeled him a communist. And see, them niggas like Adam Clayton Powell didn't see the bigger picture because see, he wanted to be the face. Remember in the movie, he said, well, we can't let him be the one to get the credit for this. Like once they realized that it was gonna happen, once they realized that March on Washington was gonna happen and he had organized everything down to the letter, they did not want that gay man to get the credit. And the fact that he still was cut out of history, he was still cut out of history. They tried to say that he and Dr. King were in a relationship, which plays into shit today. This is why a lot of gay men, Black straight men, can't or find it difficult to be friends with gay men. Because see, you got somebody in the whisper, out in the shadows Oh, they dating, they messing around. They tried to say that Dr. King and that man were having an affair. All of that to undermine Bayard Rustin's progress and his plan. But the bigger picture, don't you come up here in this little car. I don't know what this is, but stay in your lane. But all of that would have undermined the movement itself. And just think about how it parallels what's happening today in politics. We get so distracted with a bunch of bullshit that when it comes time to vote, we so divided. They couldn't even agree on how to proceed. If it wasn't for Dr. King and whoever the guy, Colonel Taylor from a different world. I don't know what his character's name was in the movie. But if it wasn't for Dr. King and Glenn Turman, that movement wouldn't have happened, because Adam Clayton Powell would have come in and would have turned things upside down. Now, I will say this. I thought it was beautiful. What's the black woman's name that was there? In real life, her name is, hold on, niece. Hold on, niece. I got to take this. Hello?
Hey, this is Midtown Home Depot.
Yes. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
All right.
Okay, sorry about that. But they were trying to undermine him. And it for me, when I watched that film, it was like an example. It was a beautiful example of how it is so difficult for us to come together as a unit, as a people. Just like when the whole Black Lives Matter thing started. And I don't know whether or not they misappropriated funds and all of that other stuff. I don't know. But what I do know is a lot of us got distracted early on before any of those allegations started coming out. It was like these two black queer women, and I talked about this on the live at the time. Those two black queer women did not want to be visible. Those two black women that founded Black Lives Matter, they didn't want to be visible. Because when you look back over history, the face of every movement, Dr. King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, they were always shot and killed. So these two black queer women who founded Black Lives Matter, they didn't want their face to be seen. So that's why every region had its own Black Lives Matter like unit, if you will, because there was no face. There was no face for the movement. Then we started seeing who they were, because then all these allegations came through that they were misappropriating funds and, this, that, and the third. And then also because the white media was trying to say that Black Lives Matter was violent and this, that, and the third, when of course we later found out that there were a lot of white radical groups that were blaming Black Lives Matter for a lot of things that they actually didn't do. So again, now the point that I was making before the call came through was, what's the actress name? She played the secretary. I think she was like a secretary in Rustin. But her name is, what is her name? I can see her face. Do y'all know who I'm talking about? her name is, I had to Google her the other day because I couldn't think of her name. It's like initials. Her name is like initials. But anyway, she brought up a really good point in the film where she said there were a lot of women who were involved in putting that together. CCH Pounder. Yes, thank you, Bridget. Yes, come on, niece. That's it. CCH Pounder. She said there were a lot of Black women that were intricate to the movement. And she's right. She's right. And they should have been included. They should have been involved. So when she brought that to their attention, I think they recognized that. But I'm going to tell you something. It takes Black women and gays to make shit happen. And this is also why I say all of the time that Black straight men can learn a thing or three from Black gay men or Black queer men and Black women. But unfortunately, so many Black men, straight Black men, think they have all of the answers. They think they know everything. They're too afraid to get too close to a Black queer guy out of fear that he's gonna be called gay or whatever. And then he don't want to listen to a woman just because she's a woman. So, listen. But anyway, Rustin was a really, really great start. But nevertheless, that man was cut out of history. That man was cut out of history. And even when you think about the different movies that were produced, Selma, and all these other movies, civil rights movies and shit, and you never really they never really make a mention of Bayard Rustin. Now, how you gonna not make a mention of Bayard Rustin? That man organized. He organized. It was his idea. And then at the end, it bothered me at the end of the film. What's somebody saying up here about the African American history film? I'm designing her exhibit. Oh, that's nice. Corzell, can you give me some tickets to come on over there to the African American History Museum since you organizing exhibits? I was bothered that they didn't invite him in to speak to Kennedy. Remember at the end of the film when Kennedy wanted to speak to everybody, like the organizers he should have been there. It was his brainchild. It was his idea. He executed it. And then he stayed outside picking up trash. But I kind of felt like he was seeking validation. And I believe that there's a piece of that in a lot of queer people. Not me. But a lot of queer people, in my opinion, this is my opinion, seek the validation of straight people. They want to be accepted. In the same way that some, not all, definitely not me, some Black folks seek the approval and approbation of white folks. Approbation. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we all have ways that we seek validation. Oh, she said, I sure can. Now, you know, Ruth Carter is she went to my alma mater. She went to Hampton. She designed the costumes for Black Panther, those of you that are watching that may not know. But yeah, so I just thought that it was fascinating. I thought it was a fascinating film. I really would like to see a real true story about Dr. King, because you know he was having his affairs and things on the road. He was, and I know he was a minister, but he was having his affairs and things on the road. And that was something I've talked about this before. So, but if you missed it, you know, like the FBI and all that shit, they were tapping his phone lines and shit when he would call home to speak to Coretta. And what happened was the FBI, the government and all them, they were trying to ruin his marriage because they were they were basically letting Coretta know that he was having affairs. Because they were hoping that she was going to show her ass in Atlanta and make him come home, right? They thought they could get her to stress him out. And if they could stress him out, since he was the face of the civil rights movement, that they could put that fire to rest. But that didn't work. That did not work, niece. So yeah. But anyway, it is so good to be back, niece. It is so good to be back. I had a marvelous time in Paris. Again, I didn't get to say all of the stuff that I wanted to say yesterday because Keon hijacking my life. But I had such a marvelous time in Paris. I did a lot of walking. This is the first time I've been in a car. Well, I've been in some cars, but this is the first time I've driven since I left. I drove yesterday because I had to go to the grocery store to get some produce, like a juice this morning. I had an amazing juice today. I had a Bartlett pear, 2 green apples. I had a piece of jalapeno. I put a little bit of jalapeno in there. And I put some cucumber and some zucchini. When I say it was some kind of good, it was some kind of good. Way to get my day started, amen? And so, but, towards the end of my trip, I found a place that I could get like fresh pressed juice. But like those first several weeks, I had not had a fresh pressed juice. And, so that was different. The food was, there was this one particular restaurant. If you're on the My Life in Paris Patreon, I've talked about it, and you get to see it. There was this one particular restaurant that I went to all the time. I went there like 4 different times. It became like my favorite spot. I really wanted to go again before I left, but I didn't get a chance to. So I ended up ordering in the night before I left. I actually left Paris on Thursday. I did not do any paid for your stay while I was there. I did get a couple phone calls about some studies, but I guess I didn't get in because she told me she would call me. There was one for like influencers or something, and she told me she would call me if I was accepted into the group, but she never called back. So no, I didn't do any studies while I was there. But it was a great time. My only complaint, honestly, was the building that I lived in. I liked the building. The building was fine. The apartment was fine. What I didn't like was that I loved the location because I lived really close to Vinny. I was less than 10 minutes from him. Like, he literally used to ride a bike to my house. They got them little bikes around the city like they have here. So he used to ride one of those bikes to my house. But the building was an older building. So it was like, I guess it was no soundproofing. So it was a nice building. Like, I liked the building. It was secure, all of that stuff. There was a bunch of grocery stores around me, a bunch of restaurants around me. The places that I ordered from, they delivered. I never had any problems with stuff like that because I was centrally located. I was close to the train, so I was able to walk to get on the train. And, but the problem is, the building, it was just, like, they could hear me talking, like, on the phone. So I always felt like I had to be really quiet. But aside from that, I could hear them too. Like, I could hear my neighbors moving around, like, not just walking, like, above me, but, like, the apartment that was adjoined to the one that I had rented. I could hear them moving around. It was like they were sliding furniture and shit around. I'm like, what are they doing? They moved their chairs. I could hear the chairs moving. Like, I just didn't like that. And because, like, those first couple weeks, I was still pretty much jet lagged. Déclarage Horia. I was still jet lagged. I was up. I'd be asleep in the morning and they moving around and making all this noise and you hear them talking all in the hall and shit. Like, it was just a lot of that. And it just kind of got on my nerves. So that was the only thing. But again, I loved the experience. I did a lot of walking. I did so much walking. I walked to the gym. I walked to and from the gym. The gym was like 20 minutes from me. So I walked 20 minutes to the gym and 20 minutes back. So that was like my cardio, and then I would go in there and I'd work out. I really enjoyed their gym a lot better than the gym that I use here. Like, their equipment was better. Now I'm gonna tell you something, they were funky as a motherfucker up in that gym, okay? I was just like, my God, today. So anyway, that was great. I found a barber. I actually went to 2 different barbers while I was there. So I went to this one barber first, and I liked the way he cut my hair. But then I walked by, and I showed this on my Patreon, but then I walked by this other barber, and he was doing such a great job on this guy's hair. So then I went to him the next time I went and got a haircut. But I didn't love the way he did it. So I never went back to him. So I just continued going to the first barber. So I did that. And I didn't do any of the tourist stuff. Like I didn't go to the Louvre. I didn't go to Musée d'Orsay. I didn't go to the Eiffel Tower. I went by the Eiffel Tower because I was staying pretty much close to the Eiffel Tower. But I didn't want to do all of that tourist stuff because I'd done all that stuff before when I was a teenager. And I'm sure the exhibits and things have changed, but I just wasn't interested in that this time. And yeah, so I went to my very first ball in Paris, that very first weekend that I got there. So you get to see that on the Patreon as well. Vinny really did a great job of like showing me around, taking me to places. He had some friends that were visiting from the States, from New York and Baltimore, coincidentally. And so we all hung out at somebody's Airbnb one night and ordered food. And so it was really, really beautiful to see so many Black queer people that are multilingual. Now, them Negroes that came in from the United States, from New York and Baltimore, they didn't know a lick of French, okay? But I mean the French people, they have like the fact that they're able to speak multiple languages. And I don't mean like two. Most of them speak like at least three, at least. Most of them speak like 4 or 5. And so I just think it's so fascinating. And I said this I think on the only live that I did while I was gone. I think I said this. I may have said it on the Patreon. You know, if racism really plays a lot in the way that racism really has shaped how we've matriculated as people of color in this society, in this American society. Because if white folks had decided that it was important for us, you know, the school systems here to teach multiple languages from the time you start school, and you have to sit like they are required to learn English from the time they start school. They don't get a choice; they are required. And so, if we were required to, let's say, learn Spanish, or you have to learn French, and you have to stick to that language all the way through your matriculation, we would be multilingual too. And I wanted to give you guys a real look at day-to-day life in Paris. So that's why I took you on the train. I let you see homelessness there. There were people yelling in the middle of the street that may have been drunk. You know what I mean? Like, people are people, wherever you go. And, you know what I mean? So if you never get to travel abroad, like, you know, I want you to be able to see people are people. And, you know, it was just nice to see how they live. It really, really was. It was very, very nice to see how they live. Is this about on time? I'm sorry, I'm reading signs, niece. Yeah, like they'll speak Swahili. I mean, they speak a lot of different languages. They really do. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to wait for Elliot to get here. So I'm going to sit here and talk to you all until Elliot pulls up. And then the way that they would just go from English to French. And, you know, and they're so proud of like their heritage, like where they're from, where like when you're over there and you say to them, oh, so where are you from? They're not going to say, oh, I'm from Paris. They're going to tell you all of their lineage. They're going to say, oh, I'm part Haitian, part Dominican, like they're giving you their ancestry, where most of us don't know that. They're not going to be like, oh, I'm Black, or, oh, I was born in Paris. No, they're going to give you their makeup. And I just think that that's fascinating too, because a lot of them know. They take a lot of pride. They take a lot of pride in their heritage and where they're from, you know. And so like some of them had asked me, they were like, well, where's your family from? Do you know your history? Like, And remember, I did my 23andMe a while back, so I knew mine. And I was like, yeah, I'm mostly Nigerian. They were like, oh, really? Oh, that's good. Like they were so fascinated. I mean, they were so like amped when I told them that. But then there are a lot of things that are the same too, especially when you talk about the gay community. There are a lot of things that are the same. So that was interesting. But it was nice to be back. Like once I went to London and once I filmed telling our stories, the kid was ready to come back home. Okay. But again, that wasn't until like a couple days before.
How's it going, man?
Hi.
You don't mind stopping right there before the yellow poles right here?
Back up.
Yeah, but stopping before the yellow poles.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm waiting for my friend because he's gonna help me get it too, because it's not all gonna fit in my. But he's like right
What's
behind
the
me.
last name?
Stewart.
Stewart. Okay.
You need the order number?
No, just with the last name.
Okay.
And, just do that for me.
Okay.
We'll get you ready.
Okay. Do y'all see this right here? Oh, I ain't seen no bed bugs. No, my place was not. My place was not infested with bed bugs. I didn't see anybody. Nobody. I ain't even hear nothing about no bed bugs when I was there. She think I took the truck over to France. Go out and put the truck on a. Go out and put the truck on a boat and sent it to Paris. I didn't put the truck on the boat, niece. I'm driving around in Paris. I'm in Paris right now, driving around. I'm driving around right now. Girl, yeah, the Eiffel Tower over there. Let me turn the camera so y'all can see the Eiffel Tower. I'm driving past the Seine right now, the little river. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, there's Musée d'Orsay. Father God, y'all are too much. Hey, Charla. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, niece. Oh. She said, oh, I thought you had it like that. She said, oh, I thought you had it like that. Nobody's been watching Jay because I haven't been on here. I was gone. But no, Jay, I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta, niece. I'm in Atlanta, daughter. Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? I had to plug the car up because hold on. They might be waiting for me. Hold on, niece. Oh, that's both of them? That's all of them? Jack brought this damn cord in my car. I didn't ask you for that. Got my little all these bags. can get 3 in here, that would be perfect. And then I just put 1. Well, I mean, you can leave it there. He's like right behind me. He's in a little crossover. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me still? Or did we oh yeah, thank you. Can y'all hear me? Is it connected to this or can y'all hear? Oh, maybe you all can hear me. Y'all better get over there on that pay for yourself. Pay for yourself. And stop all that playing. You know like I know. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, perfect. I enjoyed following you in Paris on Patreon. Thank you, Camille. I appreciate you, Camille. I truly, truly do. Thank you for subscribing. Powerful. I see that you subscribed today and paid for the year. Was that for the Paris tier? Oh, Dizzy said I have Lizzie said I have 3 surveys next week. I know that's right. Get your survey on these. Oh, and somebody asked while I was talking about the movie if my aunts are coming. My aunt and my mom are coming. My aunt Gloria. My other 2 aunts, the one who had her pin curls in like powerful, my aunt Caritha. Now, my aunt Caritha and my aunt Arlene originally told my aunt Gloria that they weren't coming. So when I was in Paris, I said, listen, are they coming or not? Like, because we need to start getting these plane tickets. And they said, no, they weren't coming. Well, don't you know, a day and a half later, I'm over in London. Now, mind you, I had only, oh, let me change my phone plan back to what it was, too. I need to call Verizon. I had only had it for the United States and France. And so they trying to call me a day and a half later while I'm in London, talking about, and I didn't answer. Then my aunt sent me a text. I'm like, hey, we changed our mind. We're going to come. No, don't even worry about it. Because see, what's going to happen is, what you're not going to do is get me to purchase these plane tickets. And then later in the month, you talking about, oh yeah, I can't come again. You ain't about to play with me. No, ma'am. You should have said yes when I first asked you. We're not doing all that back and forth. We are not doing all that back and forth. Now, where is Elliot?
I'm getting off the exit.
Wait, what was that you just said?
I'm getting off the exit.
Now, what was that I heard you doing?
Why are you ear hustling in my phone?
Were you just singing?
Why are you on my phone? Ear hustling. Is this Breckenridge? Why they got shit all up here?
I was able to get 3 of the stools in my car.
Are they already put together?
Yes, they are.
Okay, then perfect. They must not be that big then. Did you lay some down before you put them stools in that?
They got these things covered up so amazingly, I don't have to put nothing on it.
Okay, where am I supposed to be going? I need to get off this phone with you.
But here's the thing. I do want us to, well, when we get our little lunch, let me look for something to eat. What I want to do though is I gotta find a really good Scotch guard.
Well, and that shit that they, because I put that Scotch guard on my shit, on them chairs that I got at the house, that shit didn't do shit.
Where'd you get it from? Home Depot?
Now, where am I turning? I'm missing you. What's the name of this place?
Oh, Father.
Because all these fucking warehouses. It says to turn left, and out of turn left, I must have passed you.
Yeah, so then when you come into this little development, it's like in the back.
Okay, because there's 2,700. Okay, go up, make a right 400 feet. Yeah, I passed this shit. Right here. At Prologis. Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is, oh, crap. This is some shit. Cracker Barrel customer pickup all the way back here.
Yeah, come all the way down that driveway.
Okay, I see. Where is the stool?
Right up here. Come on. Hold on, y'all.
Sir?
Yeah, that's the other one.
That him?
That's him.
Yeah, if you don't mind pulling.
I'm going to pull down and he can pull out. Okay.
What's the last name?
Oh, he's taking it down. Girl, get out of the way. You see me pulling on this driveway.
Well, they're not as big as I thought they was going to be. They crammed them in there.
Hey, Johnetta. Let me see what's to eat around here. What you got a taste for something?
No, I'm just hungry because I missed my Wendy's fries. Don't sleep on them home fries at Wendy's. Let me get in my car. It's raining.
Oh. Wait, where'd you get a good Target has a good Scotch guard? Okay, Tracy got her some Haverty's. Somebody said Haverty's and Target. Okay, I need to find me a good Scotch guard. What is he back there doing? He done got out the car. Now, Tracy, why you say the Scotch guard that you got is a good one? Like, why do you say it's good? Did you drop something on your furniture and it repelled it? I don't know what he doing. I'm looking at him in the side mirror. Go to a furniture store? Okay, yeah, because I need to get a good Scotch guard. Because otherwise they'll come to the house and be standing up. Hi, Charlene.
Tankisha, you're going to need more than some Scotch guard.
They were telling me that I should go to a furniture store and get some. Because the furniture store should sell it.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure they got it. Somebody else said Home Depot. I'm sure they
You're going to have to do it frequently.
Yes, Cheryl. So, okay, so what's nearby is, hey, my Shari. Hey, Cherie. Hey, niece. So, hey, niece. Bahama Breeze. You listening?
That's on Pleasantdale.
I
Him and his girlfriend got their little same sneakers on. Ain't that cute? We might have to move him
There's Olive Garden.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, you too good for Olive Garden?
I don't want Olive or the garden. Watch this car coming in front of you.
So they got all this driveway over here. They better pull over there.
Well, you see, you got on all them glasses, honey.
Child. I don't see nothing else around here.
Well, you got all this stuff on Pleasantdale.
Unless we're going to eat over by the house.
No, let's go. I ain't gonna. My stomach ain't gonna.
Oh. Well, I'm following you then.
No, we're going up here. Go on.
Up where?
You going up to Bahama Breeze, I guess?
Oh, well, girl, use your words, honey.
Is it open?
Girl, let me see. There's a place called Red Crawford. This bitch done pulled off mid-sentence. I'm still talking. Golden. I'm mid-sentence. This bitch done pulled off.
I moved so she can come back. She gonna go around the other way or do a gas.
Girl, I was mid-sentence.
Okay, go on.
Carrabba's.
That's Italian.
I didn't ask you where the food.
I know what it is. Keep moving. I'm thinking about what's on the menu.
On the menu.
And they don't have a lot of seafood on
Now, you know what I'm going to do now that I'm back home? I'm going to get me a...
colostomy bag. Go on.
No, I'm not going to get no damn colostomy bag. I'm going to get me a scrub, a body scrub, where you go to the place and they take all that dead skin off your body. Ryan told me he went.
Well, Ryan always doing something. He got dead skin on his head, so he needs to go.
Your nephew's a nasty bitch. That ain't nothing else around here but a bunch of Hispanic or Spanish places.
It is Duluth.
Spanish restaurants.
And I don't want no Rancho Chios or whatever.
Yeah. Bahama Breeze is open.
Let's go on over here. I know they got something I can eat that's got a piece of fish in it.
You treating?
No, you treating, bitch. You big wig.
Girl, I treated the other night. This bitch done pulled off. Did y'all hear that bitch's tire? That bitch picked me up from the airport the other day and I bought us dinner that night. Shit. I'm having the basement renovated, niece. Anybody got no money for that? That call that I got earlier and I put y'all on mute, that was the contractor over at Home Depot buying supplies. You got to call me from the store. You got to have the store call me and then email me my goddamn receipt so I make sure that you ain't buying nothing extra. It is my receipt right there. Because then I got to comb through the receipt, niece, to make sure they not doing nothing they ain't had no business doing. Now, let me tell y'all story time, niece. Y'all ready for this? Now, I don't know if I'm able to tell this story all at once. I did bring my little phone holder, so I'm going to take y'all into the restaurant with us. Amen. I got my little phone holder. The spirit has said, go back in the house and get that phone holder, son. Go back in the house and get the phone holder. Now, we just hope that the battery is going to hold up on this phone. Amen, because I had to plug y'all up. That's why I kept saying, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I plugged it up and I didn't know if it had connected to the car. But at any rate, I done had to fire the contractors. Bless destiny. Now, those of you that saw the little preview, look at Alicia talking about, don't be trying to make up with us now. I did miss y'all narrow neck asses. I miss y'all little dirty neck asses. I miss y'all little dirty neck asses. But listen, I had to fire the contractors. Now listen, if you saw the little preview that I put up when I said this is the surprise that I've been keeping, y'all so nosy too. Y'all talking about what's all that banging down there? Oh, I said they nosy. Oh my God, they nosy. But at any rate, remember I told you on Patreon, I'm dropping every Friday. The first one dropped yesterday. Every Friday, I'm gonna drop the progress. Now, mind you, they were working when I was gone. They started in September. So a lot of the work has been completed. Okay. So I filmed it. So I have like 7 episodes already, and they're like maybe about an hour, each of them, 45 minutes, something like that. Child, this bitch got me in the wrong lane. Now we got to get over here. So I'm still gonna drop every episode for the next 7 weeks, right? So it's only gonna be on Patreon. I'm not gonna do no big reveal on YouTube. It's just gonna be on Patreon. Only for the purpose of just keeping some shit private, right? So anyway, when I tell you, I'd had to fire the contractors, and I'd already got new contractors. They're in the house working now. What happened was I was paying the guy to start the work. Like he would tell me, okay, this is what it's gonna cost to break up all of this concrete to level it out. And then I say, okay, I gave him a deposit. He started working on that, and then it was done. I paid it off. Then he moved to the next layer where he had to do all of the plumbing and da-da-da-da. Then they had to do all of the electrical and da-da-da-da. Like, then they had to do the drywall and da-da-da. So I paid him in phases, right? Well, when it was time for me to leave to go to Paris, I said to him, listen, I'd rather you finish working when I come back. You just go ahead and take a break, and I'll see you when I come back. And he's like, no. I think it'll be better if, we just continue working while you're gone. He said, because it'll be nice when you come back. It'll just, it'll be finished. Wait a minute. Michelle, which Hazel works what? What are you talking about? Scotch guard? Talk to me, niece. So he was like, no, it'll be done. I only need 3 more weeks. Now, he told me it was 3 more weeks when I left for Paris. And I left for Paris like the 26th of October. On the 25th of October, he said I can be done in 3 weeks, 4 weeks max. And I gave him a to-do list on October 25th. Now, the one thing about these iPhones, they keep things recorded. So it shows like the date that I made, I made the list. I said, this needs to be done, this needs to be done. I gave him a whole list of things to do. And I sent it to him, and I sent it to Elliot, because Elliot, the warden, so you knew he was going to want to come over and see the progress and do all this other stuff, right? So the drywall was almost done before I left. When I tell you, look, here come Eustacia. Wait, Craig back in Atlanta? What y'all think I took the truck to Paris? Y'all thought I took the truck to Paris? Is that what y'all thought? Now, this is the second person that said it now. Now, I'm going to have to start looking at the operation of some of your minds. Now, you thought I sent the truck over to Paris. Now, this is the truck, niece. So at any rate, he said, no, I could be done 3 to 4 weeks. He said, it'll be nice when you come back. It'll be finished. Da, da, da. I said, okay. So while I was gone, I was on a payment schedule. He said, okay, well, I need to pay my guys on Friday. So can you give me X amount of dollars each Friday? And I said, okay, fine. And every time, niece, this is why you got to cover your ass. Every time I made a payment, I said, I need you to send me an invoice showing the payment that I just made and what the balance due is. And I need you to itemize what has been done, what you're using that money for, right? So I'm sending money on Fridays and shit. And then one week he messaged me and told me that he needed to pay his cell phone bill. And, is it possible that I could advance him? Could I pay him on Wednesday as opposed to Friday and just deduct the money for the cell phone bill from the payment that I was going to make on that Friday? All this bullshit, right? I said, okay, fine. So mind you, Elliot is going over there. He's sending me pictures like progress reports and shit. But Elliot was also saying, bitch, when are they going to do this part? He ain't done this part yet. And I got 4 cameras around the house now, niece. Now, you may not know this because you haven't gotten to that part on the Patreon. But when I started doing the work downstairs, I had Vivint come and install a new camera, a doorbell camera downstairs. So now it's 4 cameras around the house. And so I see when they come and go. I've seen days where now, that's the thing about Vivint too. I can always go pull those video reports where they showed up, came and got tools and left right back out. Now, what I realized was, because see, 1 and 1 may not equal 2 for some of you. You thinking I'm driving around in Paris, but 1 and 1 equals 2 for me all day long. I started realizing, I said, this motherfucker working somewhere else, and he think a bitch is stupid. So they came to my house one day. I see them pull up, the alert go off. They walking up, they coming around. They came and got tools, but then they left. And then he would send me a text and say, hey, we're not going to work today because such and such got to dry. We need this to dry. And like when they started mudding the walls, like when they did the drywall and they have to mud it. He said, well, the mudding takes 2 days. No, it don't. But see, what he was doing was trying to work somewhere else while I was gone, but meanwhile, steadily collecting my payments. But see, one thing about me, I'm from Baltimore, and you can't out-slick a slickster. You can't out-slick a former slickster. Now, I'm on the right side of Christ now. I'm on the right side of Christ now, but I ain't always been saved, niece. I ain't always been saved. Let me hook y'all up on this thing here. Should I leave my wallet in the car so Elliot can be forced to pay? Should I leave my wallet in the car so he can be forced to pay? One thing about me, I have not always been on the right side with Christ. So, some of the... What's that?
We got sold.
You want to try them?
I'm looking at their menu.
Oh, what they got?
They got a bunch. It's soul food, but they got catfish, bass.
Oh, let's go over here.
Okay.
Is this that same parking lot?
No, I don't want to walk.
Wait a minute. Wait. I need them to see this. So we're parked right here. We were going to go to this restaurant right here. Well, he noticed this restaurant right here. So he doesn't want to walk. So he's going to drive. And he wondered why he built like a white potato. Hold on, niece. Let me get back in here because I don't want to get booted because we are technically on their parking lot. So let's just move just for clarity. Amen. But anyway, as I was saying, one thing about me, I have not always been saved, and I've been a slickster in my day. So you got to wake up pretty goddamn early in the morning to pull one over on me. Now, I'm not saying you can't pull one over on me, but you got to wake up pretty motherfucking early to pull one over on me, okay? So, now mind you, the bulk of the money that I've paid him, he did the work for, right? Now, it gets a little dicey once I go away to Paris. So when I go away to Paris, I'm paying him with credit card. I'm paying him with Amex. Now, remember, I've told you guys before that I don't use my debit card anymore. I still have it, but I use my credit card, depending on what credit card I'm doing. Sometimes I use my Marriott credit card for like the points, for like hotel stays. And then sometimes I use the Amex. It just depends, right? The bottom line is I pay everything with the credit card and then I pay it off at the end of the month. Where do you go in? Oh, I'm like, where's the door? And then I pay it off at the end of the month, right? That's how you get your credit up and everything too. Thanks. All right. Hi. Y'all black on? Y'all black on? What happened?
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Add one more. You add two. Add another family. Okay. Okay.
But we're still good. And the head up. But we're still good. I don't know if this music is gonna get picked up on here or not. What we sitting over here? I hope this music don't. I don't know what's gonna happen these, but anyway, let me finish telling this story. Y'all ready? Y'all so y'all picking up with the story, right? Or should we sit over there? Should we sit up? If the food is good, I'm gonna tell y'all the name of the place because it's black owned. Family. All of these people restaurant yelling right now. Don't think because I was in Paris I wasn't keeping up with the music. Oh, who asked him? Oh, thank you. Somebody said your car is not locked. Thanks, niece. I meant to do that when I came in and I forgot. This music is loud, niece. I think I might get blocked. I might have to get off of here. I might have to get off of here, niece. Thank you, Zelma. So should I just come back on here? The music is too loud. I'm gonna have to come back on here. All right, bye, y'all.